What's happening? What's happening, y'all? Gypsy Ray Casanova, also known as Josie Bullets, also known as a homeless YouTuber. So this is different. So I'm just I'm just trying to write something about depression. I think back, when I was a teenager, shortly after my father died of a drug overdose, and just came. It just came in my head. And it goes like this: depression could have been the death of me, but I held on like I was playing tug of war with a tree in hopes that tree became weak. And then, like, at that point, like, I tried to, like, basically, like, talk into it, but it's like the battle with depression is a tree, and me holding on is the rope in my own strength. Now, we all, I can't say we all battle depression. I can't say we all have mental illnesses. But the people that do, I went through a lot growing up. I went through a lot after my father had passed away. And still, like, it took about a good 8 years for the reality to sink in that my father was gone. And, I was just thinking, like, with the whole depression, man, depression is like you playing tug of war with a tree. Because to some people, depression is harsh. It's hard to, overcome it. And, there's times when, like, you get that voice in your head. I'm not saying we're all crazy or anything, but we get voices in our head, man. Like, when we say we like somebody and we like a chick, and we trying to, in our head, what we gonna say to her, basically. And depression is the devil, basically. And I just want people to understand that if you got depression, don't be afraid to talk to someone that's been through the similar situation you've been through. Depression is a war. Depression is a fucking battle. And sometimes you cannot fight that battle alone. You need other soldiers to be there. Now, soldiers could be your friends, could be your coworker, could be your mama, could be your dad, could be your grandpa. But sometimes the battle cannot be fought alone. Because if you try to fight that battle alone, that's when suicide happens. When you're trying to fight this whole war by yourself, and nobody knows what's going on, because you keep it bottled up and you keep it to yourself. If you do that, no one's gonna know that you're dealing with what you're dealing with. So if you're dealing with depression, feeling hopeless, feeling like you're not worth shit, even if it's just, going to, one of your friends, am I worth, anything? Or, just try to, be honest and open to your friend, and be like, I feel like shit. I feel like I'm worthless. And then, if they're real friends, they're gonna be open and honest with you, and like, man, nah, don't be talking like that. But when, so many times in my life, people have said, don't be saying that stupid shit. And maybe it was them being a friend, but not a friend. Because a real friend would be like, why are you talking like that? What's going on? Sit down, let's talk. And that's a real friend. A real friend will sit on the phone with you. I don't care if it's on the phone or in person. They won't leave your fucking side until that whole uncertainty, that depression is gone. So if you're dealing with depression, don't do it alone. Because it's not a winning battle when you do it alone. Just like any war. Just like a team, like I don't make a team. Just one person cannot win games. Just like one person cannot change this nation. Just like one mom can't start a group of moms unless other moms or other people want to get into that organization. So if you sorry man, I so if you're going through a tough time right now, going through depression, anxiety, whatever it may be, don't do it alone. I'm begging you not to try this alone because I've tried it alone. And that's what that's from. I don't see if you see it, but I tried to cut my throat. This 17 years ago, but I slit my throat with a razor blade and cut up my arm. I don't think y'all see it, but it's all cut up. I burned myself. It's pretty bad, but um, it's not a battle we can fight alone. It's like not just one person can conquer the world and change. We need other people. We need insight, help. So if you're dealing with depression out there, you're not alone. Let your voice be heard and take care of yourself. That's all I'm going to say for this video. I hope this reaches out to someone that's down and out or alone and just needs to hear these words. God bless y'all.